Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Magic the Gathering, I have more physical product to open. Today we have the collaboration between Magic the Gathering and Warhammer 40k. I heard about this announced, a month ago or so, and I was semi-interested. But then I heard about how it was very limited in printing, and then very desirable, and the prices were getting out of control. And so I saw this in English at a very nice price. This is maybe $45 US with the exchange rate. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll pick it up. And then I got the blue, black, red Chaos deck. And the Chaos were a very cool kind of group in Warhammer 40k. They have like the corrupted Chaos Space Marines and the demons that they summon. So yeah, this is very cool. And then Warhammer 40k, I have a little bit of history with it. I had a lot of the books when I was in high school, 3rd edition, and then I would read about the history and all the different races and things, and I thought that was very cool. I had some of the figures, and I painted a little bit of them, but I didn't play too much because I was poor, and I really didn't have any figures. But yeah, I do love the idea of the game, and then the story and all that. And then I've heard that these decks, there are 4 of them, they play very well out of the box, and then they play well against each other. And then I've heard of people even buying like 2 sets each of these decks, and then taking one, and then, breaking it apart to put the cards in their other decks, and then keeping one just like totally as is, and then kind of treating it as like a self-contained game, or like a board game, where you have, the 2-4 decks, and you keep them up on the shelf, and then when it's game night, you take them down and play with them as is, without any modification, and then when you're done, put them back on the shelf. And that idea sounds kind of cool, actually. So I did see the Tyrannid deck, and then I don't love Tyrannids from Warhammer 40k, but knowing that the deck was designed kind of with this deck in mind to sort of play against each other with good balance, that does make it kind of tempting to want to get that too. Oh, and then before we open this, I bought some singles. I went to the $1 rare box. I got that. It's an artifact that can become a copy of another artifact. That might be interesting. I don't have anything particular in mind, but yeah. Depending on who I play, maybe I can copy their strong artifacts, so that's something. And then I got Necro Goyf. This is from Modern something or other, Modern Horizons or Modern Masters. But I'm thinking of making a Tasigur self-mill deck, and then he might be good in there. He gets stronger the more creatures you have in the graveyard. And retro frames, that's very cool. And then I got this. This is a Fervent Mastery from Strixhaven. You pay 5. You can draw 3, or no, you can tutor 3 cards from your library, but then you have to discard 3 cards at random from your hand. This might be good, actually, for my Prosper deck, because there are some cards that can be cast from the graveyard, so maybe that could be good. Alright, let's open Warhammer 40k. I was thinking of doing the thing again where I set up the nice camera here and then look at the cards one by one, but I'm not going to do that with here. We'll just shoot it like it's a pre-release pack. Okay. So, here's this. This is kind of like a preview of like what's inside, and got some counters here, and then this thing, which I still don't know what it is. It's kind of a punch-out kind of thing. More tokens here on the side, and then inside, more of these mystery things. But let's see. Let's undo this. Now here's a deck box. That's kind of cool. I might use that, actually. Although I don't think you could put sleeved cards in here, so oh well. Maybe could use it as storage. Alright. And we got this. Here's a life counter. Life goes up to 40. Yep, cool. Alright. And we got a fold-out thing. Strategy guide, I think they called it. So... oh, very cool. They have little blurbs on the guys. So this is Abaddon the Despoiler. He's a Chaos Space Marine. And then this is Be'lakor, one of the demons they can summon from the Chaos. That's cool. And then tells you how to play the deck. It likes Cascade and sort of like random effects. So that's cool. Interesting. It explains the different colors, like the characteristics of the colors, and then why they chose this color combo for Chaos. I'll read that later. Very cool. Alright, and then we got the cards. Oh, there's two versions of this deck, or this set. There's the regular one, which I have here, and then there's the foil one, which is more than twice as expensive. I saw that. They had that there in English, but like, I don't... I love and I hate the foils, because they curve, but they also look really cool. I don't know. Alright, but there's Abaddon, the Despoiler. So basically, when you do damage to your opponent, he can give a cascade to spells in your hand, and then you can cast those spells, and then you can maybe cast spells for free from the top of your library, so that's cool. Cascade is a fun and very powerful mechanic. Yeah, they can't replicate that smell from the mid-90s. Alright, and then here's the kind of the sub-commander. But this might be a good, like a demon commander for a demon-themed deck. And I like black, I like demons. But when he enters the battlefield, depending on how many demons you have, you can draw cards and lose life. And then when another demon enters the battlefield, it will do damage equal to its power to any target. So that's kind of similar to that dragon, that Terror of the something or other, which is another powerful ability. This might be a fun card to build around for a deck. Okay. And then there are other demons in this deck, which is cool. I think lately there have been more sort of lower cost demons, because a lot of the old ones were like, you know, 6/6s and they cost a whole bunch, but this is a little bit more affordable. But I guess there are 4 Chaos Gods, one of which is Tzeentch. I think that's how you say that. Okay. Here's an enchantment you can put on somebody, and then when it dies, you get a creature token counter. Very cool. Nurgle, that's another of the Chaos Gods. Here's another demon. Give everybody trample. That's pretty good. Yeah, any spell which gives all of your guys haste, or all of your guys trample, or all of your guys flying. It's pretty good. Alright, here's a Space Marine. Very cool. Okay, give another creature double strike. That's very nice for battle. Only an uncommon, too. Oh, yeah. And then the artwork at the bottom there, we can see the credit. This is Games Workshop, which is what makes Warhammer 40k, so that's very cool. I like that they've kind of stuck to old school artwork styles. I think we'll see a lot of that during this video, looking at these cards. Okay, here's another representative of another of the 4 Chaos Gods, Slaanesh, I think. Oh, and this is a Lord, so it makes your other demons more cheap to cast, and also gives them haste. That's pretty crazy. Some pretty powerful cards in here so far. And then here's another Space Marine. More Cascade. Alright, another follower of Slaanesh. Cool. Here's a multicolor card. Enchantment. What's that do? Yeah, okay. Make creature tokens. Bile Blight. Is this a reprint? Okay. One creature, and then every creature of the same name gets -3/-3. So that's a board wipe, but kind of controlled. It's not going to kill everything. That's cool. Okay, here's another reprint. Bituminous Blast. One of the more fun card names to say. I also got that from my Prosper commander deck. Assault Suit. I think this is another reprint. From what I hear, this deck does not have a lot of reprints. A lot of original cards. That's cool. I think that's a Terminator suit. Oh! Soul Ring. Another reprint. Very cool looking. Can't have enough of these. I've heard people say that this is too powerful and needs a ban. I can agree with that. Okay, this is cool. Some talismans of the 3 different color combinations. They cost 2 mana. These are pretty good. And then all of this is done in like the Warhammer kind of world with the flavor text there. There's another Mana Rock, Worn Power Stone. That's cool. Okay, then we got some lands. These are also reprints. Baron Moor, that's the cycling land for black. I like the cycling lands. Crumbling Necropolis, the Triome for Grixis. That's cool. Molten Slag Heap. Look at that artwork. But you can like save up mana and then use it all at once. And Temple of the False God. I don't have this in another version, so that's cool. Very cool. Okay. Oh, some more reprints. Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards, that's good. Dark Ritual, I don't have this otherwise, that's cool. Great for a mono black deck. Let's see, Deny Reality. A Bounce plus Cascade, that's good. Commander Sphere, another rock. That's cool. Wayfarer's Bauble, which actually I don't have, so that's cool. Maybe the coolest looking Wayfarer's Bauble I've ever seen. Alright. Command Tower. Can never have too many of those. This is Games Workshop as well. That's cool. Okay. Dual Land. Dismal Backwater. That's cool. Evolving Wilds. That's a classic. Alright, now we're getting into rares. Lord of Change. I've seen this called one of the better cards in the set, but comes out, gets you to draw 3 cards. It's pretty good. And a demon. Blue demon. Blight Grenade. That looks pretty strong. Again, -3/-3 for the board, so take down all the little guys and then destroy 1 creature, like that. Ooh, great Unclean One. This is one of the 4 Chaos Gods, or one of the representatives of the 4 Chaos Gods, but very cool that they put multiple demons in this deck. Very cool. Here's another Sweeper. But maybe more interesting to me is that artwork. That sort of artwork where there's just a bunch of guys, you know, all pressed together. That feels very Warhammer 40k to me. That's awesome. Mortarion. Demon Primarch. I don't know what a Primarch is, but Demon is cool. Let's see. You can create tokens according to how much life I've lost this turn. That's kind of good. I got Menace. Okay. Nurgle's Conscription. I like, what is that, an Imperial something or other? Imperial guy there? For the Commander decks, they did, what is it, Necron, Chaos, Imperium, and one more. Oh, Tyrannid. So they didn't do Orcs. I like Orcs the best, actually. And then they didn't do Space Marines, I guess. Just the main guys. So hopefully we'll see more of Warhammer 40k in the future. Okay, Flying Guy. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. That's pretty strong. A lot of life gain decks out there. Poxwalkers. When you cast a spell anywhere but from hand, these guys can come back from your graveyard. I'm working on that Yawgmoth deck, where I want guys to come back, where I can sacrifice them over and over. He might have a place in there. That's a funny card. Give your other cards Cascade. That's cool. What is that? Draw cards. Lose life. That's cool. Ah, interesting. I also have similar cards to this in my Yawgmoth deck, where if people die, they get buffs. So he might have a place in there. Right, I remember these guys from the miniature game. But like, you can sacrifice this guy to summon a demon, and I think similar mechanic here in the Magic the Gathering games. That's cool. That's very flavorful. Okay, here's another demon. Very cool artwork. That's Game Workshop again. But yeah, kind of that retro art style. Right, this is the guy that can get you multiple attack phases during your turn. That's awesome. There's another Space Marine. Okay. Here's another demon. Pretty beefy guy. Oh, yeah. Karn the Betrayer. This is like a robot suit or something? I can't remember if this is not like the typical Space Marine suit. I'll put up a picture of what he looks like, but yeah, pretty famous character here. And interesting mechanics. He can go to different opponents' teams and fight for them. Here's an artifact creature. I guess this is like a construct. Like a big like mech suit. That's cool. Here's a sorcery. Very expensive, but cool artwork. Alright. Here's one of the better cards in the set, from what I hear. Very expensive, but it costs less if you sweep the board beforehand. Discard your hand, then draw 8 cards, and then do 8 damage to each opponent. That's super duper strong. Alrighty. Chaos Defiler. I don't know what that is. But another artifact creature. Alright, cool. More random effects there. Okay, there's an instant. Blue-red. Oh, here's the sword of the Abaddon. Okay. I guess it, like, takes the soul or something of a creature to buff itself. That's cool. That's pretty expensive for an equipment. Alrighty. Here is another follower of that Chaos God, Zinch. Right. Red and blue has this effect a lot, where if you cast spells, you can do damage to whatever you like. That's pretty good. Oh, Hellbrute. Yeah, these are cool. This is like, it's like a coffin or like a light system. And you can put, like, you know, heroes or champions into there so that they can fight even longer, like, beyond death. Yeah, just the flavor is awesome. That's cool, that's cool. Alright, there is a saga. Maybe one of these days I should go back and look at the story for Warhammer 40k. It's kind of like a charm where you can do multiple things. Lucius the Eternal. That's another kind of named character. Cool artwork. Evan Shippard. I don't know that. Don't know that name. Okay, here's another Demon Primarch. Okay, he can make your spells cost less. That's cool. Mutalith Vortex Beast. That's pretty cool. Coin flipping. That's fun. Alright. Alright, Pink Horror. These guys came after my time, I think. But right, also, with casting spells, he can do damage to people, so that's pretty good. Oh. This card, we can kind of see the four Chaos Gods, or like their representatives. That's really cool. It's another blue-red. Oh, you can copy spells? That's cool. You could make an interesting blue-red deck from the cards in this set. Past in Flames. This is a reprint, but really strong. This can let you just cast spells from your graveyard. I got this in the Time Spiral Remastered with the old border, so I'd probably use that, but that's cool artwork too. Decree of Pain. I think this is also a reprint. Destroy all creatures, draw a card for each creature destroyed. Or you can cycle it to draw one card, and then give everybody -2/-2. So yeah, versatile card. That's cool. Good artwork again. Evan Shippard. Alright. Oh, Blasphemous Act. Another sweeper. I have just the regular art one, but this one's cool. Another Terminator, maybe? Maybe not. Chaos War, that's a reprint. Seems fitting to put it into a Chaos-themed deck. Reverberate, another reprint. I don't have this, but you can just copy spells with this. That's really good. Warstorm Surge, I think this is a reprint also. This has a similar ability to that demon where people that come out can do damage. Chromatic Lantern, that's a reprint. I don't love this card. Whenever I've used it in Arena, I've never felt I've really needed the fixing. But it might be good in like a 5-color deck, which I am maybe working on. Oh, by the way, I bought a Black Lotus, but do you know about this? This is from Duel Masters. This is a tradable card game in Japan. And sometimes they do collaborations with other games, and they did a collaboration with Magic the Gathering, and they printed some like old cards with the old Magic border, one of which is a Black Lotus. but I'm thinking of making a 5-color deck with Garth, One Eye, as a commander, and then he can make Black Lotuses, so I got this to kind of use as a like a token if he ever does that in a game, so that's very cool. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see, more reprints. Exotic Orchard. You can use it for mana among from lands that your opponents control. For boarding Ruins, this is like a Snarl. You have to reveal a card from hand to have this come into play untapped. But yeah, black and red. I love black and red. Sunken Hollow. Another dual land. Forgotten Cave. That's another cycling land. That's cool. Path of Ancestry. This might be a reprint too. Okay, it's like a command tower, but comes into play tapped. Great artwork. That's awesome. Swiftwater Cliffs. Another dual land reprint. Terramorphic Expanse. That is awesome artwork. It's like what is it? The Void? No, the Warp or something? Whatever. The Nether parallel dimension is opening up into the real world. Awesome. Okay. And then we got a bunch of mountains. That's cool. And swamps. And islands. Very cool. Alright. Oh, cool. We have the thick version of the commander, but it's a different frame. That's very cool. And then token cards of Plague Bearer of Nurgle and Spawn. And Astartes Warrior. Very cool, sort of corrupted looking Space Marine armor. Blue Horror. And a little thing about the game. Very cool. Alright, so that was Abaddon, the Despoiler. That was a very cool look through. And then nostalgic too for the Warhammer 40k stuff. Yeah, and then knowing, like, again, how limited these are, and then, like, how well they play together, I might pick up more of these. I might pick up that Tyrannid at the local game store, and then maybe look for Necron and Imperium later. Okay, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.